Hey everybody, it's me, Steve Schneek, and you are watching The CD Junkie. On this episode of The CD Junkie, I am going to rank my favorite Warren Zevon songs. I guess it's not really ranking, I think it's just listing. And I'm going to list them in order, so it's kind of ranking. So I guess I'm getting a top 10 list and a ranking video done in one fell swoop. And I'm not a real big fan of doing ranking or top 10 videos, because you're always going to get people going, well, if it doesn't have this song on it, it's not a legitimate list. Or you're going to get people saying, oh, well, you forgot this song. No, I didn't forget that song. I just didn't choose it for my top 10. This is my top 10, and everyone out there has their own different top 10. I totally get that. I totally get that there are going to be people that are going to go, I would never put any of those songs in my top 10. But that's the great thing about making these videos. If you have a channel, you can make a video and share your top 10 favorite Warren Zevon songs. Or you can write them in the comments below if you don't have a channel, and you can let everybody know your favorite top 10 Warren Zevon songs. These are all really perfect because there could be people that only know Werewolves of London. It'd be nice to share everybody's thoughts and stuff. So if somebody wants to do a deep dive into Warren Zevon, they know where to start. There's going to be commonalities between all of our lists, hopefully, and then people can decide where they want to pick stuff. Now, I've been a fan of Warren Zevon since Excitable Boy, since Werewolves of London came out, and I had to get it, so I used my allowance. I bought Excitable Boy, fell in love with it, went back and bought his self-titled album that had come out a year or two before that, and I continued to buy Warren Zevon albums up until his passing. And I went through this list. It was very difficult because he's got a lot of great songs. And I noticed, though, that all my favorites were from the Electra years and one song from the Virgin years. This is not saying he didn't have great songs later in his career. This is just saying the ones that I connected with, the ones that I love the most, the ones that I go back and listen to the most, the ones that I want to talk to you about are from the Electra years. And I didn't have anything from the Wanted Dead or Alive, which is the thing he did in the early 70s. So let's talk about my top 10 favorite Warren Zevon songs. Number 10, Werewolves of London. I know it's his biggest song, but it's a fantastic song. It is. It sounds great. Every time I listen to it, it takes me right back to, was that 1978 or so? And it blows me away every single time. It still sounds fresh, sounds fun, sounds cool. They definitely had a great time in the studio recording that. So my number 10 in my favorite Warren Zevon songs is Werewolves of London.
Well, I saw Lon Chaney walking with the Queen, doing the Werewolves of London. I saw Lon Chaney Jr. walking with the Queen, doing the Werewolves of London. I saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's, and his hair was perfect.
Number 9 on my list of 10 favorite Warren Zevon songs is Let Nothing Come Between You, which is off of the Envoy album, which is a great poppy song. Let Nothing Come Between You is my number 9 favorite Warren Zevon song.
When my mama met my girl, she took me aside. She's a soft-spoken woman, but she speaks her mind. She said, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Let nothing come between you. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Don't let nothing come between you.
Number 8 on my list is Backs Turned, Looking Down the Path. It is a song off his self-titled debut album. It is wonderful every time I hear it. It reminds me of that time in my life when I put on the headphones, still going to school. I was in junior high school then, listening to this music and just being lifted away. And, this is back when, my parents were alive and, family was important and friends were important, but also it was very important for me to sit back, put the headphones on, and drift away into a world where nothing annoyed me. Oh, well, maybe almost nothing annoyed me. So here is number 8 on my favorites.
I was caught between the years, cost me nearly all my tears with my back turned, looking down the path. Hit me like a ton of bricks, had to get my outlook fixed with my back turned, looking down the path. People always ask me why, what's the matter with me? Nothing matters when I'm with my baby, with my back turned, looking down the path.
Number 7 on my list is the opening track to his self-titled debut album called Frank and Jesse James. I loved his story songs because he was so twisted in his approach to things. It wasn't just a typical Johnny wakes up and buys flowers for Bessie and they eat at a diner and go home and do the voti odi odi. No, it's not like that kind of thing. He's singing about Frank and Jesse James. Fantastic. And just the arrangements, it's just glorious, absolutely. So this is my number 7 on my top 10 favorite Warren Zevon songs.
Keep on riding, 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 Frank and Jesse James. Keep on riding, 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 till you clear your names. Keep on riding, 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 across the prairies and the plains. Keep on riding, 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 Frank and Jesse James.
Number 6, speaking about story songs, Excitable Boy. You got to hear Excitable Boy. It's about a murderer and a very bad dude. But it just sounds so happy, especially with the female backing vocalist. I think Linda Ronstadt is one of them. And it's fun, you know. What can I say? Excitable Boy, the title track of his album, and it's fantastic. And that's my number 6.
After 10 long years, they let him out of the home. Excitable boy, they all said. Excitable boy. And he dug up her grave and built a cage with her bones. Excitable boy, they all said. Excitable boy. Well, he's just an excitable boy.
Number 5, yet another story song. One is bizarre and fun. It's called Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner. I love this stuff. I mean, it still sounds fresh. You know, this stuff is nearly 50 years old. It's 45 years old or whatever, 46, 47. And, you know, I know that Warren Zevon passed away, you know, several years ago, but he still sounds alive. And I can only imagine, you know, these recording sessions were probably crazy with drugs and booze and stuff like that. But when you listen to it, it sounds so fun and creative. Let's just play a little bit of the song called Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner.
Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner. They can still see his headless body stalking through the night in the muzzle flash of Roland's Thompson gun. In the muzzle flash of Roland's Thompson gun.
Number 4 on my list, I think, was David Letterman's favorite Warren Zevon song. It's called The French Inhaler. It's also another track from his debut album. And another story song, and just I loved it because the arrangements were so dramatic and so much stuff happening in these songs. And, you know, Warren was front and center, but It's just incredible. The French Inhaler. It was very difficult for me to pick a segment of the song because there's so many different cool segments of the song. It goes up and down and slows and it's dramatic and it's so much depth to it. But here is a little bit of the French Inhaler, my number 4 favorite Warren Zevon song.
Loneliness and frustration, we both came down with an acute case. When the lights came up at 2, I caught a glimpse of you, and your face looked like something dead brought with him in his suitcase. Your pretty face looked so wasted. Another pretty face, devastated.
Number 3 favorite Warren Zevon song is from his first album for Virgin Records. The album was called Sentimental Hygiene, and the song is called Reconsider Me. It's a great Warren Zevon ballad. He was great with his ballads. He was great with his upbeat songs, and he was kooky, nutty, eccentric, and that's what made him great. But he was also really rooted in to what made great rock and roll music, and he always had great hooks to share. And here's an example on the song Reconsider Me. It's very touching, very tender at points. It's quite lovely, actually.
And I'll never make you sad again, 'cause I swear that I've changed since then. And I promise that I'll never make you cry. Let's let bygones be forgotten.
Number 2 on my top 10 favorites. We're almost there to number 1, almost. This is number 2. It's a song called Empty-Handed Heart. It is from the Bad Luck Streak and Dancing School album. It is, in my opinion, his best, pretty much full-on ballad. This ballad was so incredible. It was actually the B-side to Certain Girl, but it was on the Bad Luck Streak album. And the song is called Empty-Handed Heart, like I said. And I'd interviewed Linda Ronstadt on the phone, and she appears on the song. Warren singing this, and I've thrown down diamonds, and then she's singing this backing part. She's singing words, but I can't sing like Warren or Linda. And I was talking with her. This is like right after she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And we were discussing some compilation that had come out or whatever, and I had mentioned this song. And she's going, Empty-Handed Heart? I don't remember that song. And she had no recollection of recording this for or with Warren Zevon. So she asked me to send her the MP3. So I emailed her the MP3, and she responded, and she said, that's a beautiful song. I don't know why that I never recorded it on my own. Which I thought was kind of cool, that I reminded Linda Ronstadt that she had actually appeared on this great song by Warren Zevon. And it's taken from Bad Luck Streak, and here it is.
And if after all is said and done, you only find one special one, then I throw down diamonds, sunset in the sand. Then I throw down diamonds in the sand. Then I throw down.
And my number 1 favorite Warren Zevon song, dramatic, so much depth, so many different parts. It starts one way and ends another, and it gets big, bold, and bushy-tailed, and it is called Desperados Under the Eaves, and it's taken from his first album. I guess it's the beauty of the melodies. It's the drama that's going on. It's the tension and release, and everything else about Warren Zevon's music is what attracts me. If he's just rocking out, those are great too. But I love it when there's much more dynamics in the song. And that's why all the songs that I've chosen have been very pop, very, very, in many ways emotional, with little beautiful melodies going on and whatever. I'm going to leave you now because I'm going to let this little segment play off the video. It's called Desperados Under the Eaves. You have now sat through my top 10 favorite Warren Zevon songs. I really appreciate you doing that. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, to ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me, I'm Steve Schnee, and this is Warren Zevon, Desperados Under the Eaves. Thank you.